Do you live in an English-speaking country? Don't dare telling me that you can't be fluent because you just work and people don't give you the chance of speaking in English. Do you live in a country where the official language is not English? Don't dare telling me that you can't be fluent because you still couldn't afford traveling to an English-speaking country. And I'm gonna prove it to you that you're wrong. I'm gonna prove you that you're wrong, all right? This mindset should be changed. I'll show you this by telling my personal story. When I was 12, it was the dream of my life, singing fluently Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys songs. So my father enrolled me to an English course. At the very beginning of my course, I realized that my classmates, they had a different standard of life compared to mine. All of them had the chance of traveling to the USA. They had the chance of going to Disneyland. All of my classmates used to study in a private school. They had a lot of contact with English and they were kind of fluent. But I set a goal. I was so young, but I was so brave. I set a goal of making my best, and I did so. I remember that all the money that my father used to give me to buy stuff in school, snacks for example, I used to save it in order to get the transportation, go to the English course, and use the computer there because I didn't used to have a computer. And I used to study every single day. I remember that I used to take those books and make reviews and write on my notebook and write dialogues. I used to make a lot of effort. After a while, I remember one day, it was the turning point of my life, that I remember that my teacher taught us the third conditional. And I used to study so hard. I made a lot of effort. And I remember that after the test, my teacher would correct all the texts, and I was the best student. I got the highest mark, the highest grade. And I remember that all my classmates, they were so proud of me because we used to get along well with each other. They were like, wow, Jessica, good job. Please teach us this subject. Help us. And this is a very nice memory I have, the memory of the day that I could catch up with my friends, my classmates. For me, it was meaningful. In conclusion, there's no excuse. You have to be brave. You have to make effort to be fluent. It doesn't depend on others. It depends exclusively on yourself. If you work hard, not only will you catch up with others, but you will always be fluent and you will always be proud of yourself.